Yeah! This is BBC Radio 1 Extra. Coming up from 4, Rampage. Right now, David Rodigan.
Go!
Hey yo, run the track.
Watch them show them still David Rodigan sound.
Original, invent, good to the make. Please.
As we enter, Rodigan starts on killing adventure. Him a dance all official.
Rodigan.
And mercy. David Rodigan.
David Rodigan, do it like no other can.
Capture the vibe between me and you, girl. You don't know, so right now you make me feel high. Ain't no jive, take the deep dive. Baby girl, you know so that the love must survive. Telling you, feel the love connection from beginning, you know so it will never end. Telling you this, my friend, baby girl, you are my world. Maxi Priest, come sing the anthem.
Feel so alive when you're by my side.
Right away.
Your touch gets me to dimensions. A kiss and a sea constellation.
Yeah.
Heaven in your eyes.
To the sky.
Entangled in your vibes. You give me pure love, divine devotion.
All day, every
love
day.
me without condition.
Always.
Loved you yesterday, love you still. Always have, always will. Can't imagine how my life's gonna be without you.
No way.
Love is shown indeed, more than words, and you show me more than I need. You sacrifice everything for me.
Everything. Baby girl, and year to year you feel the energy. From the time we see the synergy up to now. Mutual love the vibe we have between us. Up to the sky like when we're puffing on the greenery. I'm feeling high and I know that's how you be feeling me. This ain't no puppy love, no fairy tale, no dreamery. Sent from up above, cause Jaja bless me with the scenery. Every time I look up on your body, it keeps leading me back to the greatest union, girl. I know you're needing me every day
when you're by my side.
Remember me tell you,
your touch gets me to dimensions. A kiss in a sea constellation.
all day, every day.
Heaven in your eyes.
To the sky.
Entangled in your vibes. You give me pure love, divine devotion.
Bang, bang.
You love me without condition. You shared your heart with me, even though it's broken. You never played the victim.
Never.
With open arms, you left me in your warm embrace.
Forever and ever.
There's always madness in love, and there is always missing the madness. I don't love you for who you are, but what I am when I'm with you.
Bang, bang. Together forever. To all kind of weather. Now tell a girl this union we treasure. It cannot be measured. Walk, we keep on walking hand in hand and we keep treading on. I'm the king, you are my queen, this love we're standing on. Never fall, the love it keeps us carrying on. And sing it on.
Feel so alive
Life and live it.
when you're by my side.
Every time,
Just
give
a touch
it.
gets me to dimensions. A kiss in a sea constellation.
Universe.
Heaven in your eyes. Entangled in your vibes. You give me pure love, divine devotion. You love me without condition. Feel so alive
Straight.
when you're by my side. Just a touch gets me to dimensions. A kiss in a sea constellation. Heaven in your eyes. Entangled in your vibes. You give me pure love, divine devotion. You love me without condition.
David Rodigan and some boy don't know if you're a veteran and something you can't walk on, they don't know foundation strong. Saying, well, bump them again, Mr. Rodigan, cause you don't know we don't afraid and nothing enough. Stitch them up like mutton. See, with him track.
Flowers and flames, love is your name. It's such a shame you've been hurt, girl. I'm gonna stay, make sure you're safe. I think it's fate, we belong here. Baby, I'm here even through your fire. All that heat's familiar, you're just kinda scared. Softness in your heart, you ain't no monster. Cherry blossom, such a wonder, girl. Flowers and flames, love is your name. It's such a shame you've been hurt, girl. I'm gonna stay, make sure you're safe. I think it's fate, we belong here. Lost in your skies, my feet no longer know the ground. I float like dandelion seeds. I wanna be next to you. I've given you all I've got to give. Better because of you, girl, I can't lie. If tomorrow was all I had, I wanna spend it with you. We can casa double tonight, girl. We don't need no ball. Flowers and flames, love is your name, girl. It's such a shame you've been hurt, girl. I'm gonna stay, make sure you're safe. I think it's fate, we belong here. Us against the world, I never wanna leave you. Blanket in my fireplace, yeah. We can dream together, love me how you prefer, always and forever, man. Flowers and flames, yeah, love is your name. Love is your name. It's such a shame you've been hurt. I'm gonna stay, make sure you're safe. I think it's fate, we belong here. Flowers and flames, flowers.
Rodigan.
Sizzler, brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new.
110 won't do under 2,000, and one drink won't whisper to my woes. One friend will do, don't need 11. One ticket keeps me on my toes. No church can keep me out of heaven. Pastors are sinners just like me. 10 queens would be too much to manage.
Would I thank you now for all that you have done? I'll take you by the hand and walk into the sun. If I should ever fall apart, just hold me close and take me gently to your arms.
What a beautiful love song this is.
As long as you love me, yeah. As long as you care, there'll always be sunshine shining everywhere.
Absolutely brilliant. As Long As You Love Me by the mighty Maytones from back in the day. Sound of early 70s reggae. They made some great records in those days. Produced by Alvin G.G. Wranglin. The Maytones. This is BBC Radio 1 Extra. Before that, Mortimer. I love that new single from Mortimer. Flowers and Flames, produced by Protege. Check out other versions of the Feel It rhythm, including the title song by the man himself, Protege. Up top, the remix of the current single from Maxi Priest, Feel So Alive, featuring Sean Paul. So welcome along. It's the weekly date for the best in reggae music here on BBC Radio 1 Extra every Sunday between 1 and 3. Over the next hour, new music from Michael Rose, Julian Marley and Papa Levi on a combination, Medicine and the Autos, plus the new single from YT and Escape Routes from Glasgow. And at 2 o'clock, we'll be paying tribute to the great Jimmy Cliff. So stay with us as we go through something rather interesting here from a new 6-track EP recorded at Stingray's Big House Studios in West London. The set contains released and unreleased tracks by the late great Alton Ellis. By the way, he's going to be in concert at the Jazz Cafe in January. Basically, what he did was he chose a couple of songs that he really had loved from back in the day and decided to do new versions of them. And this was one of the songs he chose. I Dig You Baby, Alton Ellis, reimagined and produced by the Stingray record team.
I dig you, baby. I dig you, yes I do. I dig you, baby. Yes I do. Every man when he's young and free gets hung up on some new trick that he needs. And though it usually never lasts too long, little girl, your love's still strong. I've got to say, baby. Yes, I do. I dig you, baby. Yes, I do. I dig you. Yes, I do. You're that special kind of girl. You make a man feel like it rules the world. You've got that special something to your name. And Lord, it makes it so easy for me to say I dig you, baby, I dig you, baby. I dig you, yes I do. I dig you, baby, yes I do. Special kind of girl, make a man feel like he rules that special something to your name. Love, it makes it so easy for me.
Please forgive me. I just said that Alton Ellis will be in concert at the Jazz Cafe. Well, clearly he won't be. Sorry, that was a terrible oversight by me. But that is a new version of I Dig You Baby by Alton. There is a tribute to Alton Ellis happening at the Jazz Cafe on Sunday the 4th of January 2026. Doors open at 7. No doubt it's if it hasn't sold out already, it soon will. His son Christopher Ellis will be singing his father's songs. That's a tribute to Alton Ellis by his son Christopher at the Jazz Cafe on Sunday the 4th of January. New single from Michael Rose.
Sweeter than any brown sugar, that's the way Jaja made her. Could it be a real heartbreaker? Born Jamaican, second to none, hot like the blazing sun. Woo. Hey. Just like Jah guiding star, outstanding from near or far, a sparkle in every man's eyes. Some still criticize. Many are the pressures in life. Still she have to survive. She'll take a walk on the wild side. Still she hold her alibi. Sweeter than any brown sugar, cooler than evening breeze. Like to take things with ease. She's the only one for me. Sweeter than any brown sugar, cooler than the evening breeze. Likes to take things with ease. She's the only one. Life is what you make it. Oh yes, she understands. They say it's a man's word. She does the best she can to live an independent life. She has to be strong. She can't be sitting and watching. She got to be making plans. Sweeter than any brown sugar, cooler than the evening breeze. Likes to take things with ease. She's the only one for me. Sweeter than any brown sugar, cooler than the evening breeze. Like to take things with ease. She's the only one. Just like Jah guiding star, outstanding from near or far, a spark of magic in her eye. Some still criticize. Many are the pressures in life. Still she have to survive. May take a walk on the one side. Still she got to hold her alibi. Sweeter than any brown sugar, cooler than the evening breeze. Like to take things with ease. She's the only one for me. Sweeter than any brown sugar, cooler than the evening breeze. Likes to take things with ease. Nothing ever worries me.
Can't mistake that voice, can you? Michael Ross. Produced by Rowan Johnson. It's called Sweeter Than Brown Sugar, brand new single from Michael. BBC Radio 1 Extra. Little dubby at the end there. Full tribute to Jimmy Cliff at 2 o'clock.
Let's go! BBC Radio 1 Extra. When you keep it locked on 1 Extra, you get this.
Just to make it say my name.
This.
Let's get a party started.
And this.
You can feel the music on BBC
Radio
1 Extra.
Playing the tracks you need all day and all night. This is the sound of 1 Extra.
This is Basie and you're in tune to David Rodigan right here on BBC 1 Extra. Hear me now?
Doesn't love this song. We can hear you, we can see you singing along, so to speak.
God is love for the flowers, often destroyed before it blooms.
Memories of summer in Oxfordshire for me. I'll never ever tire of hearing that record. Julie Ann, it was credited to at the time. Little did we know it was actually Judy Mowatt. Of course, later in her career, she was in the I3s. Judy Mowatt had an issue with a contract with another record label, so decided that she'd rename herself Julie Ann so that she could make that record. A beautiful version of The Gardener. BBC Radio 1 Extra. New music. This is Medison, whose voice I really like. He's a fine lyricist too, with the autos. It's called Inner Earth. Or In the Earth.
Here things are gone in a earth. Plastic smile and them a do the mouse dirty. Here things are gone out there. Well, I see hills and valleys burn, beach and garbage merge, peas and cabbage with vaccines dropped into the dirt. The beast get savager, police and officers can't get Nazi Germany out of them rallies. Artificial GPT, boy. New slaves, from Backgrammars plantation. Little more them gone from 5 to 6G. To jam up extra sensory perception and corrupt the frequency. Here things are gone in a earth. Plastic smile and them a do the most dirty. Here things are gone in a earth. All of them can't clown the lion like circus. Here things are gone in a earth. False religion them a pull the mouse skirt. Here things are gone all day. Away. I see parents burying their children and children raising their mothers. Well, I cite the system instigating the tension for nations to war with each other. Old-time religion obsolete. Digital gurus and voodoo exploiting the weak. Chatting out of them astrology. They could catch a fake of this retrograde, while the blockchain I block them currency. Here things are gone in a earth. Plastic smile and them a do the most dirty. Here things are gone in a earth. All of them can't clown the lion like circus. Here things are gone in a earth. False religion them a pull the mouse skirt. Here things are gone all day. Yeah, see you know. I see laborers a strike, automation on the rise. What a war. Population in decline, a generation afraid of life will reap what they sow. Build them social media and get the people antisocial. Propaganda in a way and wicked like MK Ultra. After decades of denial, UAPs and UFOs. Imagine what they keeping classified. You them feel like we not know so. Here things are gone in a earth. Plastic smile and them a do the most dirt. Here things are gone in a earth. All of them can't clown the lion like circus. Here things are gone in a earth. False religion them a pull the mouse skirt. Here things are gone all day. Here things are gone in a earth. Plastic smile and them a do the most dirt. Here things are gone in a earth. I know them can't clown the lion like circus. Here things are gone in a earth. False religion them a pull the mouse skirt. Here things are gone all day.
This is so good, isn't it? What a rhythm. Love the music, love the vibe, love the message. The Autos with Medicine. Yeah. Wherever you're listening around the world, great to have you with us. Of course, you'll be listening live, won't you? You won't be listening from back in the day. Well, recently, of course, until recently, you could listen to the BBC anywhere in the world on playback on BBC Sounds, but sadly those days are over. So now if you want to listen to shows, you have to listen to them live outside of the UK. So for all listeners around the world, One Extra continues to be available, but not in the way that it was before. You've got to listen to shows live, and you can do so quite easily. We have a new home, bbc.com/audio. bbc.com/audio. You'll be able to listen to the One Extra live stream and all other BBC radio stations. Of course, if you live in the UK, that's a different story for you. All you've got to do is download and log in and register to the BBC Sounds app, and then you can listen back to shows, or you can listen to them live or stop listening to them live and pick up again a week or two later. And you can also go back to shows that have been played out and broadcast, and you can listen back to those as well. BBC Sounds app is truly amazing for lovers of radio, because it isn't just, the sort of recent shows that you can listen to, but vintage recordings from back in the day. Really good. By the way, this is Fata Marsha and Bobo of Star Trail Records. They redid the Kutchi version, the Kutchi rhythm, a couple of years ago. And I use it regularly on the show, in case you're wondering what it is and how you can get it. It is around. So sad news this week, of course, with the passing of Jimmy Cliff. Revered internationally, globally, as such an amazing response around the world. Proof of his incredible talent and how much he was loved. And there'll be a full tribute to Jimmy coming up at 2 o'clock. This is the new single from Julian Marley and Papa Levi, combination style. Have a listen to this.
Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. If you're looking for me, well, here I am. Under your nose, born in England. Now let me explain what music does for me. Makes me go on the floor, never skipping a beat. Hope one of these days I'll see them living with love. Will they stop the violence, cause enough is enough. I hope one day I see them living in love.
Crash like when flatline flatten. Half politician rancid and rotten. Still pan the plantation a pick cotton. On the plantation, that fi happen. All over the earth you find the same pattern. People exploit it from Congo to Iran. The beast ugly like the game of Tone Dragon. On the plantation, no. Life plus light, add life on top of that. Most politicians them love chat, bag of crap. Thief like merchant, move like aristocrat. Slavery not done long time, me no tell you that. Enough don't get it cause they can't hear the whip a crack chat. Say them woke, like them a take a nap. Dance with the devil mind sharp, it crash your back. This government no even respect handicap. 2 dumpling, 1 potato in the pot. 6 mouth fi feed them, 1 squeeze pan the brag of that. Desperate man action, them desperate. System broke, full time we scrap the land. System crash like a flatline flatten. Our politician runs still and rotten. Still pan the plantation a pick cotton. On the plantation, that will happen.
Don't stop this. Can't 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 stop this.
I'm of Babylon.
Talking to all the youths them out in the streets. Yo, blood. One love and unity. See?
Why make a enemy out of your friend? Blood thicker than water. That me a defend. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X tell them come together for the sake of all the children. From the ghetto youths that on the sling thing. Run to the rock of themselves, them a hang. Lose all respect for them brethren. Them gun and drugs wicked do to kill. We no love the optics. We no like how it look. Man a turn cut throat like a captain hook. Corrupt government have the whole world shook. In every cranny and them in every nook. Poverty a crime in the ghetto, take a look. Man a bleach them skin and should a black like suit. Youth a fire can and a take night joke. Ignore every commandment in the book.
East, west, north and south, love. Unity all around, see? Yeah. If you're looking for me, this is where I am. You're looking for love, this is where I stand. I hope one day I see them living with love. Will they stop the violence, cause enough is enough. I hope one day I'll see them living with love. Love, 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 love.
Real reggae music is alive and well, as long as we're getting records like that. Produced another production from Rowan Johnson for Love Injection Music, second on the show today. That's the new single from Julian Marley and Papa Levi, Can't Stop This. As Jamaica continues to build and try to recover, it's going to be a long journey from Hurricane Melissa. If you go on social media, it's the best way to stay up to speed with what's happening, who's raising funds, what's happening and where it's happening. It's amazing that we can do this now, isn't it? And there are, of course, our songs in tribute to and for fundraising and so forth. Here's one of them, Styler G and Cody Star. Love this. We Rise Again for Jamaica.
Yeah, Melissa blow through the island breeze. Mash up fence, mash up tree. But Jamaica still there on our knees. So we pray for the sun to come out, please. St. Best John, the bread basket cry. Farmers are bad, but we still get by. Westmoreland flood, river take the lane. Black River Hospital can't ease the pain, but still we there, strong like steel. Tourists them locking a hotel meal deal. Food on them start fight for the bread card. But yard youth up on life, all of her. London yard, they are ball for we. New York City, Holland family. Canada, Europe, we are one family. Cause we are one blood, one melody. We rise again. Even when the start take we roof and fence, we rise again. From Jamaica straight across the continent, we rise again, rise again. Foreign aid so rich from a London friend, we rise again, rise again. Cause yard man spirit never end. Mrs. Ink fence fly like kite. We still a post, we alright. Even when blackout take the night, we cook pan cold pot light. Jamaican flag still wave high. Abroad people cry and send supply. From Brooklyn straight to Amsterdam, real people worldwide stretch them on. See the rain can't drown me, so we spirit priceless can't control. From yard to abroad we roll. Same one out, same one go. We rise again, rise again. Even when the start take we roof and fence, we rise again. From Jamaica straight across the continent, we rise again, rise again. Foreign aid so rich from a London friend, we rise again, rise again. Cause yard man spirit never. From yard to abroad we won. Melissa try mash, but we station. Jamaica now fall, we carry this sun. No matter the star, we overcome.
Watching over Rio, down a Ipanema, time is moving slow-mo. Rolling up my Mary Jane and sipping my mo. Miss Gilberto just sing me that song. She was standing there like Eve from in a creation. I felt like Adam on my earth strong, and then the love was gone. Ipanema, in the favela, Ipanema, where she there, Ipanema, ask around, cause she have my heart just going like samba. Love that touch you once, no it won't touch you twice. Ipanema butterfly, always on my mind. And when she passed me by, my heart goes wild. When she walked, she was like a samba that filled my thoughts with notes and sounds. I'm on the plane, and still I wonder where the love is gone. Ipanema, where them say Ipanema, ask around, all that beauty hide in the favela. Ipanema, where she there, Ipanema, ask around, cause she have my heart just going like samba.
My producer is doing a sort of, well, a belly vibe Brazilian shakedown here. Easy, Adele. Whatever you're on, give me half a pint of it. It's only lunchtime. That's gracious, mate. I love this new song. What a musician, what a songwriter, and as humble as ever. No big ego around him, and he gives so many opportunities to young musicians in Kingston that come out of Edna Manley and so forth to tour the world with him. That's his brand new album. It's called 9 Mile. It really is an impressive set. Week by week, we're playing songs from it. That's the first spin on the show. Inspired, of course, by The Girl from Ipanema, but not in any way a cover version. It's an original song, clearly, and one can only imagine that he wrote that in Brazil because he does tour the world. You want to see his tour schedule when it comes out. How does he do it? Anyway, this is BBC Radio 1 Extra. Here's another man who tours extensively. He's just come back from doing a big show in Japan. It's Peter McLean.
Come to present this musical treat.
Yeah.
Musical just for your dancing feet. Peter McLean alongside every beat.
All aboard. I'm in tune. I'm in key.
No need to try.
Zaga.
Try to find a reason why.
Oh yes.
The reason that love has died. This is goodbye. Ain't no need to try. Try to find a reason why. The reason that love has died. Tried my best to do all I could. Like I should. Love that I gave to you was so true, foolish pride means much to you, so much to you, so much to you. So this is goodbye. Ain't no need to cry or try to find a reason why. That love has died. This is goodbye. Ain't no need to try to find a reason why. The reason that love has died. Goodbye, love. Goodbye, love. Goodbye, love. This is goodbye. Ain't no need to try. Reason why, the reason that love has died. This is goodbye. No need to try to find a reason why. The reason that love has died. Can't see eye to eye. Took all I could. Things that you and I
by Willie Lindo at his recording studios in Florida. That is a recent single that I keep playing. It's called This Is Goodbye, and it's by Peter McLean. Big up Rupi Edwards who produced this. I wouldn't mind betting it's Lloyd Chalmers on the old Joanna there. Okay, let's go to some new music. Thanks to Stingray Records for getting this song over to me. It's called Hear You Say. It's by Kev. The spelling for Kev is K-E-H-Ev. No, Rod, let's try that again. It's K-E-H-V. Yeah. His real name is Keverton. It's going really well, Rod, isn't it? Yeah, okay. His real as Johnny Walker would say, that's the gin kicking in, although not in my case. God bless Johnny Walker. Everton Kev Smith was born in St. Anne, Jamaica, raised in Florida. He's a singer-songwriter and producer whose music blends lovers rock, roots reggae and soul. Reading this from the press release from the record company, a self-taught musician, he's worked with some of Jamaica's top musicians, amongst them being Inner Circle and Earl Chinner Smith. Earl Chinner Smith, what a guitarist. And now, alongside longtime collaborator Dean Thomas, he's working at Lil House Studios, crafting new songs, new tunes that continue his mission to uplift and connect reggae audiences worldwide. Have a listen to this. I'm sure Beres Hammond will appreciate the rhythm. His name is Kev.
Dancing in the streets, having a good time.
He's got something, hasn't he? Have a listen.
In your waistline, I keep my meditation and my fire burning. The atmosphere is right for romance. The chemistry is tight from the first glance. I got some thoughts of you I wanna do. I wanna hear you say, ooh. I wanna hear you say, oh. And when it reaches to the top of the night, I wanna hear you say more. I wanna hear you say, ooh. I wanna hear you say, oh. And when it reaches to the top of the night, I wanna hear you say more. Yeah. Now every time we're talking on the phone, you give me niceness so close to home. Me, I buckle up my shoes, I'm on my way over. Baby, there's some things that make you wanna smile, and some things that make you wanna dance. But something makes me wanna get close to you. I wanna hear you say, ooh. I wanna hear you say, oh. And when it reaches to the top of the night, I wanna hear you say more. Wanna make you say, ooh. I wanna hear you say, oh. And when it reaches to the top of the night, I wanna hear you say more. Yeah.
Oh my baby, I wanna get you alone right now. I wanna show you how much I wanna make you my own. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my sugar pie, I wanna hear you tell me how it's good inside. There's so many things I know you're gonna hide. You ready for a long ride?
I wanna hear you say, ooh. I wanna hear you say, oh. And when it reaches to the top of the night, I wanna hear you say more. Say more. Ooh. I wanna hear you say, oh. And when it reaches to the top of the night, I wanna hear you say more. Say more, say more, say more. Yeah. Dancing in the streets, having a good time. Winding your waistline, I keep my meditation and my fire burning.
Snuggle up by an old stone fireplace and enjoy a cup of cocoa.
Christmas films on BBC iPlayer.
Here we are on the run up to Christmas.
Christmas?
Excellent. Great. Big whoopee.
Not feeling festive yet?
No, not as such.
Oh. Catch Christmas feels.
Make this a good one.
With Nativity.
Are we ready to give it a go?
The Holiday.
Okay, let's go.
Bridget Jones's Diary.
That's the one.
And more.
Sounds perfect.
Festive film favourites on BBC iPlayer.
One extra.
White to the T in the streets again. This one going straight to the people brain. With wet sound and power and songs with sweet refrain. So anytime me rise up my voice, that's my weapon of choice. Me nah go rise no weapon, me take nobody life. But when me rise up my pen and lyrical fire, me a bun pan them. You know the corrupt and the wicked them, we nah go beg them friend. Now when me rise up my voice, that's my weapon of choice. More powerful than a gunshot, cut deeper than a knife. But when me rise up my pen, I worries for them again. You see the murder and the genocide, we have to condemn. You go rise up this pen, dismantle them entire system, dispel all the lies and they miss them. Chop off of them, we not miss them. This we have to teach our kids them things that will benefit them. We are arm them up and equip them. Now me nobody come trick them. When time me rise up this vice, lyrical fire me ignite. All when the place around darker than midnight. Full courage you them to live right. Them don't want me rise up this vice. This vice many people them think twice. See through Babylon disguise. Don't get caught in a quick hype. Try live right. Me rise up my vice. That's my weapon of choice. Me nah go rise no weapon, fi take nobody life. But when me rise up my pen, now them in a problem. You see the corrupt and the wicked, then we nah go back them friends. So you fi listen to your conscience, big sense out of the nonsense if you can. In this age of misinformation, Babylon them in a problem when we put the fire upon them in a song. So them class it as a dangerous weapon. Them a try to keep it out, it can't restrain. That's why we send it out, it reach the people brain. Travel round the world, don't need no boat, don't need no plane. Words sound of power and songs with sweet refrain. So me sing again, me rise up my voice, that's my weapon of choice. Me nah go rise no weapon, fi take nobody life. But when me rise up my pen, I worries for them again. I deal with wickedness, we nah go beg them friend. Me I go rise up this pen, dismantle them entire system, dispel all the lies and they miss them. Chop over them, we not miss them. Is we have to teach our kids them things that will benefit them. We are arm them up and equip them. Don't let nobody come trick them. When time me I rise up this vice, lyrical fire me ignite. All when the place around darker than midnight. Full courage you them feel live right. They don't want me rise up this vice. This vice many people them think twice. See through Babylon disguise. Don't get caught in a quick hype. Try live right. We rise up my vice. That's my weapon of choice. We not go rise no weapon, fi take nobody life. But when me rise up my pen, I worries for them again. You know the corrupt and the wicked, them we never beg them friend. Now when me rise up my voice, that's my weapon of choice. Reach further than a gunshot, cut deeper than a knife. But when me rise up my pen, a lyrical fire me upon them. You know the wicked, them we never beg them friend. I let her white to the reality again. No fantasy again.
Do Like That, the new single from YT with Escape Roots, a band from Glasgow. I hope you like that too. It's called Weapon of Choice.
This is One Extra. Big up yourself, David Rodigan.
Oh Jamaica, oh Jamaica, oh Jamaica, you're always on my mind. Oh Jamaica, oh Jamaica, oh Jamaica, you're always on my mind. Jamaica men have called you since Columbus sailed the shores. From John Hawkins to Henry Morgan and many more. They all loved you for your beauty and your wealth, but cared nothing for your welfare or your health. Now you're a woman
Always on My Mind, from John Hawkins to Henry Morgan. They loved your beauty and your wealth, but they cared nothing for your health. Your many lovers were deceivers from the start. As we begin our tribute to Jimmy Cliff.
Commercialization from observation of this civilization.
Why not play some of the songs that we wouldn't normally hear being played from the great Jimmy Cliff? And there's one of them, Commercialization. And before that, Oh Jamaica. What a beautiful song as we begin our tribute to the man who slipped away this year. This week, I beg your pardon, sad news. The death of Jimmy Cliff, one of the few remaining icons of Jamaican popular music, whose career, of course, spanned 6 decades. From his humble origins in the countryside district of Somerton in Jamaica, he was born James Chambers on the 1st of April 1944. His father was a tailor who cut Jimmy adrift when he was just 14. So Jimmy moved to Kingston, determined to immerse himself in Jamaica's newly burgeoning and very vibrant music scene. He soon got his big break when he auditioned for the Jamaican Chinese producer Leslie Kong at his ice cream parlour and record shop on Orange Street. Leslie was just starting out in the record business and he was genuinely impressed with Jimmy, so he signed him to his Beverly's record label. One of his earliest singles was in praise of Jamaican women.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Believe me, I love you. Let's not be apart, 'cause you're the rose of my heart, and a sweet rose, you are my queen. You're my Miss Jamaica, my Miss Jamaica. You're my Miss Jamaica, I'm crowning you myself. Although you may not have such a fabulous shape to suit the rest of the world, but you do suit me, and that's all I want to know. I need not know nothing more. You're my Miss Jamaica, my Miss Jamaica. You're my Miss Jamaica, I'm crowning you myself.
Celebration of the life and times of Jimmy Cliff.
Although you may not have such a fabulous shape to suit the rest of the world,
Scout Fever,
but you do suit me, and that's all I want to know. I need not know nothing more. You're You're my Miss Jamaica, my Miss Jamaica. You're my Miss Jamaica. I'm crowning you myself.
He was 14.
'Cause you're my Miss Jamaica.
Yep.
Miss Jamaica, Miss Jamaica.
And it wasn't his first single, actually, it was the follow-up to Hurricane Hattie that he also recorded for the ace producer Leslie Kong. We are celebrating and reflecting back on the life and times of the great Jimmy Cliff, who slipped away from us earlier on this week. His big break came in the late 60s when a song he'd recorded for the same producer, Leslie Kong, was released by Trojan Records in the UK and rocketed up the British pop charts. Are you catching these lyrics? Rhythm trap recorded in Jamaica, orchestra arrangements dubbed over in the UK, in London. And it put him at number 6 in the British Hit Parade, 1969. Isn't it funny, certain songs stay in your mind forever, moments when you first heard them, or when you're kind of like, oh wow, isn't this just amazing? I was in Gosford Hill Comprehensive School at the time, 1969, and I was in the boys football team, and we were playing Headington, and I can't remember if we thrashed them or not, but let's not even get into that. Anyway, coming back out of the changing rooms in the Headington school, climbing onto the bus, that was playing on Radio 1. I was like, oh my gosh, because by then I really got into ska in 67, so 2 years later, I was completely hooked on this music from Jamaica, and I was like, yeah, and it's in the British pop charts. We're almost, okay, Rodders, we know you're nuts about this music, okay. So it's a lovely moment as I remember that. And then this was the follow-up. Which absolutely, I remember hearing this playing in Rome, on the radio in Rome, that summer. 1970, Vietnam. This is Jimmy Cliff. was played all over the world for obvious reasons, as the protests continued to mount against the war in Vietnam. Jimmy Cliff, 1970. Reported to have been a huge favourite of Bob Dylan when he first heard it. He was raving about what a great record it was and the message within it. The song also inspired Paul Simon to actually jump on a plane and fly down to Jamaica and start making reggae at Dynamic Studios in Kingston, using the very same rhythm section that was used on that song. Vietnam, Jimmy Cliff. We're saluting him, paying tribute to him, remembering this great man and his works. He'd actually signed with fellow Jamaican Chris Blackwell's record label in 1967. I'd kind of forgotten about that, but he did. But how could I forget that in those early years he was touring small clubs and concert halls in the UK? And this is my little claim to fame. As a teenager, I saw him one night at Brett's School of Dancing in Oxford on the top floor of an office block in the centre of the city. I don't know how they got the kids up there. Well, obviously it was a lift rod, but yeah, it was an amazing set. I can still remember the vibrancy, and I mean, the place was rammed. Of course, he was already popular then because Wonderful World, Beautiful People was a hit. And it's a relatively small venue. Brett's School of Dancing in Oxford, Jimmy Cliff. And when he came off, there was a tight area by the... okay, it's too much detail maybe, brothers, but there was a tight area by the cloakroom, and he squeezed past, and I was like that close to him. You know, it's like, I can touch Jimmy Cliff. Anyway, yeah, starstruck. Jimmy Cliff's world would change, of course, dramatically in 1972 when he was cast as Ivanhoe Martin, the leading protagonist in the Jamaican movie The Harder They Come. Despite having had no experience as an actor, the director, Perry Hensel, saw something in Jimmy that he felt would translate onto the screen, and it did. In a big way. After humble beginnings on the cinema circuit, the film went on, of course, to become one of the most iconic and successful films ever made, with the soundtrack which literally introduced millions of people to reggae music. The Harder They Come. Title song. What a song. This is BBC Radio 1 Extra. We are paying tribute to the late Jimmy Cliff, who passed away earlier on this week, aged 81. That, of course, was the title song from the soundtrack of The Harder They Come, sung by Jimmy himself, written by him. There are, of course, for everyone, many poignant moments in the film. The hope and the kind of... You can see the sort of excitement in his eyes on that Patipan bus in the first scene where he rolls into Kingston with his stuff in his bag, and then he gets skanked by a street thief who takes his suitcase, and so then he begins the journey to his mother's house, and there's that beautiful long shot. I don't know how they did that shot. Remember, they filmed this on one camera. What an amazing film it was. It still is. That long shot of him, it's him walking up in a shanty town, when he finally gets to his mother's little dwelling house, and he goes in, and it was only years later I found out that a lot of these scenes were just simply improvised. There was a story, of course, that had been written, but sometimes there was no specific script for certain scenes. Perry Hensel said to the actors that he cast, many of them were not actors. The big record producer, he was actually an insurance salesman in the real world. His name escapes me. But there's that beautiful scene where he goes into his mother's dwelling house and he starts talking to her, and he hasn't seen her for ages. He's come from the countryside where I believe he's been living with his grandmother. And she says, "Did you bring the pear?" And of course he didn't. Well, he did, but it was, his things were stolen. And it's just, his mother was waiting for something, a little treat from the countryside, an avocado pear. Yeah, just there, Jimmy Cliff. For me, these next two songs reflect some beautiful moments in the film. They're the soundtrack, of course, but again, neither of them are reggae records. They're not reggae recordings. But again, this reflected Jimmy's skill and amazing talent as an international recording artist. As he famously said, I don't want to be recognized. I remember this quote. I do not want to be recognized as a reggae star, although he clearly was. He was uncomfortable with the title. He said, "You cannot limit me to reggae." And I think he obviously meant that with the utmost respect for his music and his country.
But I know it won't be long.
Jimmy Cliff.
Sitting here in limbo, like a bird without a song. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. Sitting here in limbo, waiting for the dice to roll. Sitting here in limbo, got some time to search my soul. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. I don't know where life will lead me, but I know where I've been. I can't say what life will show me, but I know what I've seen. Tried my hand at love and friendship, but all that is past and gone. This little boy is moving on. Sitting here in limbo, waiting for the tide to flow. Sitting here in limbo, knowing that I have to go. Well, they're putting up resistance, but I know that
Sitting in Limbo. Jimmy Cliff.
Sitting in limbo. Sitting in limbo.
And I quote from an interview from Jimmy. It was in 1970 that I wrote Sitting in Limbo. I had the idea for the song before I left England, and I was going to South America for the second time. I met this brother from Panama named Gully Bright. So he came to the hotel and I was playing him some of my songs. And he said he was a writer too, so I gave him my guitar and he started playing some of his songs. And he was interesting because he had a good artistic feeling. So Sitting in Limbo was actually finished. So then I started to sing it and he said, why don't you put that line here? And so we developed it in England, but finished it off in South America, Argentina and South America, sorry. Reading from this interview with Gully Bright. Of course, it featured In the Harder They Come, Sitting in Limbo, Jimmy Cliff. And here's another song from the movie, which never fails to send shivers down my spine, I'm sure yours too. We remember Jimmy Cliff.
Many rivers to cross, but I can't seem to find my way over. Wandering, I am lost as I travel along the white cliffs of Dover. Many rivers to cross, and it's only my will that keeps me alive. I've been licked, washed up for years, and I merely survive because of my pride. And this loneliness won't leave me alone. It's such a drag to be on your own. My woman left and she didn't say why. Well, I guess I have to cry. Many rivers to cross, but just where to begin? I'm playing for time. There've been times I find myself thinking of committing some dreadful crime. Yes, I got many rivers to cross, but I can't seem to find my way over.
James Chambers.
Wandering, I am lost.
Left the country district age 14 and headed to Kingston, determined to make it as a singer, and he sure did. Talking of the White Cliffs of Dover, I saw the White Cliffs of Dover in a boat, in a ferry from Calais. How did that happen? Well, I've just remembered, it's just literally come to me, I can't believe it. As I hear that line, I remember. It was 2010, wasn't it? The Iceland volcano eruptions, which caused havoc across Europe. And I was in France trying to get back to England. The flights were cancelled. Eurostar wasn't functioning. Well, kind of the queues for Eurostar. Would there be another train in a day or two? Anyway, I remember being at the Eurostar station. What am I going to do? Okay, let's try and get a hotel. I knew of a hotel a few miles away, so I thought, let me just get a taxi. See the queue for the taxi. Anyway, I'm standing in the queue. It's just all coming rushing back to me now. Yeah, it was 2010, wasn't it? Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter, Rodders. Don't get hung up on dates. But it was years ago. Anyway, I turned, this snaking taxi queue, and I looked to my left, and there was Jimmy Cliff behind me in the queue. No, I had met him a couple of times. In fact, I did a very long interview with him many, many years ago on radio. So, I wasn't kind of invading his privacy. I said, Jimmy. He went, David, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm trying to get out of France. What are you doing? He said, I'm trying to get home. At that time, he was living in France. So we struck up a conversation, and this is the part that I will always, that sense of humour of his. I said, oh, Jimmy, the movie, The Harder They Come, I still, how many times I've watched it, it's just incredible. He said, yeah. He said, we're thinking about doing a follow-up. I said, a follow-up? How do you mean? Well, Rodigan, the story of Rodigan, Ivanhoe Campbell, I said, Jimmy, you died in the last reel. And he looked at me and said, did I? In other words, he was laughing. I said, what's this Bobby in Dallas? The shower scene. Bobby comes back from life. And we laughed, and I continued in my queue, looking back at my shoulder and looking at Jimmy and him, Jimmy just smiling. Jimmy Cliff. Did he? Yeah, there was a shootout at Lime Key. Ivanhoe was pumped full of bullets. Jimmy, how can there be a follow-up? Brilliant. Did he?
It is plain to see we're in a terrible situation. Suffering in the land. Nearly half of the world on the verge of starvation. Suffering in the land. And the children are crying for more education.
Didn't he? The hook, the chorus. We are celebrating the life of the great Jimmy Cliff on BBC One Extra Rhythm Section. Let's see. From his debut album, that was Suffering in the Land, 1970, and from 1967 comes this, A Hard Road to Travel.
I've got a hard road to travel, and a rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel, and a rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed. My mind's made up. I'll never stop my faith. We'll see me through. Let me tell you, I'm all alone. This lonesome
Road to Travel from his first album. And there were many albums, as you can imagine, over a 60-year career. 60 years. He also formed his own Oneness record label. Remember Rubber Dub Partner, which is a street hit in Jamaica? Oneness being the name of his band, with whom he toured the world. He also formed his own Oneness recording label, Oneness being the name of his band. Jimmy was, in essence, a citizen of the world. Again, mentioning that he didn't recognise himself as a reggae star. He was uncomfortable with that title. He toured extensively with the Oneness band whilst embracing the ethos of the Holy Quran after he met a group of Muslims in Chicago. His international music output was truly impressive, and no tribute to him would be complete without those two classics that I've just featured, Hard Road to Travel in 67 and Suffering in the Land from 1960, both of which, of course, were revered and still are revealed within the world of reggae music. In 1994, he had a huge hit record on his hands, which appeared on the soundtrack to the Jamaican bobsled movie Cool Runnings. It actually topped the charts in France and was a massive hit elsewhere.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
Had another hit on his hands in 1994. His version of I Can See Clearly Now from that great movie, Cool Runnings, the Jamaican bobsled movie. I mean, what a movie that was. And so we come to the end of our tribute to Jimmy. When his death was announced last Monday, I mean, the response was absolutely incredible. World media, everyone was, it was reflected upon across the world. just goes to show you how important he was as an icon, as an international music icon. Not just a Jamaican reggae music star, but above and beyond, with all due respect. As he said, don't limit me to reggae. He was 81. The cause of death was pneumonia. We offer our sincere condolences to his wife, Latifah, and his children, family and friends. The Jamaican Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, called him a true cultural giant, whose music carried the heart of the nation to the world. Jimmy Cliff told our story, said the Prime Minister. He told our story with honesty and soul. His music lifted people through hard times, inspired generations, and helped to shape the global respect that Jamaican culture has today. I second that, and I'm sure you do. That was the Jamaican Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, announcement that he made on the day that it was announced that Jimmy had left us. Jimmy was also inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2010. Now that's a big deal. He's one of the few reggae artists to receive the honour. He was also one of the few musicians alongside Bob Marley to be awarded the Jamaican Order of Merit. Jimmy Cliff, a life well lived.
You can get it if you really want.
Did you ever see him on stage? In his later years? Oh my gosh.
You can get it if you really
It's like an acrobat.
want, but you must try.
Incredible energy.
Try and try.
Go on, Jimmy.
Try and try. You'll succeed at last. Persecution you must bear. Win and lose, you've got to get your share. Got your mind set on a dream. You can get it, don't hold it may seem now. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try. Try and try. Try and try. You'll succeed at last. I know it. Listen. Rome was not built in a day. Opposition will come your way. But the hotter the battle you see, it's the sweeter the victory now. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try. Try and try. Try and try. You'll succeed at last. Succeed at last. I know it. Don't I show it?
Every week on One Extra Talks, we get into the conversations that really matter. What's going on in our communities, culture, and the stories that are shaping our lives.
One Extra Talks with Richie Brain.
No filters, no fluff, just real voices and real talk. And tonight, I'm talking to some amazing black-led projects from across the UK that have been helped by the BBC Radio 1 Extra and Children in Needs We Move Fund. A fund that's invested in creating opportunities for young black people and children to unlock their full potential.
One Extra Talks
with me, Richie Brave. Tonight from 9 on 1 Extra.
Thank you, Richie Brave. One of my favourite tracks on his brand new album. This is Chronics with Family First.
I put the family first. For
bless, let no man curse. I put the family first, though sometimes it hurts. So glad we're together here on earth. Wagwan sister, it's been so long since we've spoken. Though we're struggling in them system, our spirit is still unbroken, yeah. Wagwan brother, so glad you're looking after your mother. And they say we're not getting any younger, but every day we get stronger and wiser, trying to make things right. Cherish these precious times. Oh, just shine your light on us, show us the way to go. Oh Lord, I put the family first, for better, for worse. Ooh, Jaja bless, let no man curse. I put the family first, though sometimes it hurts. So glad we're together here on earth. Well, mess up me uncle, never know you was a lion in the jungle. You're looking so wise and humble, never forget your advice and counsel. No, Mark Stacy, yeah, love how you taking care of your baby. That's just the way you're win and I didn't raise with. Look how long you tell them that we gon' make it, yeah. And still we pray, let nothing stand in our way. Oh, just shine your light on us. Nothing can break or trust. And I put the family first, for better, for worse. Ooh, Jaja bless, let no man curse. I put the family first, though sometimes it hurts. So glad you're here on earth. So glad I put my family first, yes. For better, for worse. Ooh, Jaja bless, let no man curse. I put my family first, though sometimes
Such a good album. And you can still hear the interview we did with him on 1X2. Just pop over to BBC Sounds. Chronics. Brand new album, Exile.
though sometimes it hurts.
Proper reggae.
I put my family first. Together we'll make anything work.
Well, have a lovely afternoon and evening and a good week. We're back here on 1Extra. 1 o'clock next Sunday, and of course every Thursday night for the best in dancehall music. Check out Shawnee B, 9 till 11 on 1Extra. Coming up at 3, Eddie Caddy, the official Afrobeat chart show. Rampage are here at 4, and the Heartless Crew at 7. Richie Brave on your airways tonight with 1Extra Talks, and Theo Johnson at 10 p.m. with BBC Introducing. Going to leave you with the current single from Maccabee. It's called We're Not Done on Drum Song. Have a lovely week.
Drum song, can't done. Just like the conscious lyrics, can't done. No sir, we not done. Conscious and lyric of a run, we not done. From we have the breath in our lung, we not done. Hot of fire lyrics of a bun, we not. Dan diggy diggy dan, dan diggy diggy dan, dan diggy diggy dan. Chop. Can't bother with the badness, can't bother with the gun. Can't bother with the madness, come in a one done. Can't bother with the negativity that not run. Can't bother with the Babylon system, hot of fire must burn. With every beating of the drum. We come with the consciousness we just come. Pick up the culture from I was very young. From me pick it up, me say me can't put it down. Last time Maccabee no just come. Stand up in the culture, me now want to sit down. Conscious and lyrics to the maximum. Under the knowledge, under the wisdom. Say take it down, under we says we not under the room. Say tell your mother, father, brother, sister, daughter and son. We not stop till Jah kingdom come. And we say we not done. Conscious and lyric of the run, we not done. From me up the breath in me lung, we Sure, them things we done, but we not done yet. Man a veteran and me say do not forget. Me say many rise and many fall and many people beg. Sure, no bother worry, hey, don't bother fret. When you listen Maka, you know what we expect. 100% culture you a go get. Me a chat the culture from the tape and cassette. When me start the culture, nobody no born yet. A long time I could be just a rhyme. See no butter by the rhythm like a train on a line. Peace and loving and no war and crime. Rastafari are the light we are shine. Hey, 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 level, ja, no, devil, no, cease, second. Culture we comfortable and we say we not done. Conscious the lyrics of the run we not done. From me and the breathing and me lung we not done. Hot a fire the lyrics of the bun we not. Dan diggy dan dan diggy dan dan diggy dan we not done. Conscious the lyrics of the run we not done. From me and the breathing and me lung we not done. Hot a fire the lyrics of the bun we not. Dan diggy dan dan diggy dan dan diggy dan. Sure, can't bother with the badness, hey, can't bother with the gun, can't bother with the madness, come in and one none. Can't bother with the negativity that not run. Can't bother with the Babylon system at the fire must burn. With every bit of the beating of the drum. We come with the consciousness we just come. Pick up the culture from I was very young. From me pick it up, me say me can't put it down. Long time I could day and I could be no just come. Stand up in the culture, man, me nah go sit down. Conscious and lyric to the maximum. Under the knowledge, under the wisdom. So take it down. Under we says we not under the room. So tell your mother, father, brother, sister, daughter and son. When I step till your kingdom come and we say we not done. We not done. We not done. We not. Dan diggy diggy dan diggy diggy dan diggy diggy dan. Jump. We not done. We not done. We not. Dan diggy diggy dan diggy diggy dan diggy diggy dan. Jump.
Love endureth all things. The greatest gift is love.
Heart of love, a mind of gold. Beautiful smile, teeth white as snow. Pick me up whenever I'm down. Yes. Forgive me for all the things I've done wrong. You're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Oh, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Hey, 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 you're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me, girl. Oh, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Oh, yeah. No matter what nobody say, oh, you never go astray. You're still around this day. In one I day. Together we talk, together as one. Firm and strong as a perfect bond. So I got to tell you, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Oh, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Yeah. Oh, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me.
the best thing that happened to me. You're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Eh, 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 eh. Heart of love, a mind of gold. Beautiful smile, teeth white as snow. Pick me up whenever I'm down. Yeah. Forgive me for all the wrongs I've done. Eh, 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 eh. You're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. You're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. You're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me. Yeah. You're the best, you're the best, you're the best thing that happened to me.